This is Mag Prime, and today we are going to attempt to make her more powerful. It is worth noting that this will also work on normal Mag. I just have Mag Prime with me at the time, so here we go. We are heading over to a good buddy helmet. I have a video covering how to get him entirely on the channel if you're interested. And if you find this video helpful or entertaining, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Now what you want to do is search for silence, or alternatively you can search Banshee. In the search section, silence is what we need to put on Mag in order to do what we need to do. And as you can see, we have silence on Mag at her 3 instead of her normal 3. Really, the bread and butter of this build we will be focusing on is her 4 and her 2. Her 1 just benefits quite a bit from it. So without further ado, let's look at the build, shall we? Okay, so I'll start with the arcanes. They can really be anything you want. Arcane Energize just helps out quite even more than I thought. Even a not fully maxed one helps quite a bit more than I thought it did. Arcane Guardian, just because. Guardian, if you only substitute either of these, Guardian is probably the easiest to substitute. But really, you could have Zenrook Focus School replicate Arcane Energize, sort of. But yeah, we have all this here. The original build I had going actually had blind rage. No, it didn't have blind rage. It had narrow-minded. And then, basically I was doing this whole thing and it would end up being like 44 or 33% power strength or something. But I want to keep a decent amount of power strength for this build. But range is kind of mostly your bread and butter, as it were, for this build. Her 1, pull enemies. Her 2, it magnetize, as well as reverse magnetize, which you can hold a bubble in front of you, or you can just, magnetize, which is the main thing. The range is very good, so yeah, well, it's not bad at all, honestly. Now, we have silence on here. As you know, silence is a good... Okay, so silence is here at sort of get out of jail free card, if you will. Like, or panic button, if you will. Enemies are surrounding you. You can't get your other abilities. Your shield is almost gone. Just hit silence and it will cause them to silence before the fall. So, yeah, this is Crush, okay? This actually gives you some overchill, and it's actually not bad at all. It is not bad at all. Actually, for her 4, we have this augment. It's a Crush augment. Crush gains plus 50% casting speed, which means that no need to put an Amber Archon shard on her or anything like that. The armor of surviving enemies decreases by 75%, and they are unable to move for 7 seconds. So it also makes them unable to move and sort of strips their armor as well. So it's actually pretty brilliant. Okay, now we are doing a survival within the steel path. And I'm going to tell you right now that I cannot stress how important it is to actually have energy for this build. Okay, very important to have energy. You absolutely need energy, and preferably in order to have fun, you wouldn't have just a gun wielding ally that kills a bunch of your stuff for you. But yeah, ideally, see, this is how it works. I was able to revive them, no problem. I was able to successfully use my panic button, as it were. And I feel like this build is the very definition of stop hitting yourself. And as you can see, it has an okay amount of duration as well. And I can always just pull enemies in as well. And there we go with the crush. And we finished off that enemy. Magnetized that enemy. They thought they had me. Little did they know, they only have themselves. Yeah. Oh, he's still alive all by himself. That's nice. Then they are unable to move for that period of time. So that's just like a bonus icing on the cake thing. I thought his allies would have told him already that they really can't do anything to me. But, you know, it is what it is, right? They can find out the hard way. Unable to move. And I guess I could just put them out of their misery with a regular weapon of sorts. Oh, there's more here. Okay, that is actually, I really liked it quite a bit. Now, because of my energy color, you can't really see it that well. I have a mixture of red and black, but the range helps a lot. And like I said, if you're having trouble seeing it, you can always just change it to whatever energy color you see fit. And then the overshield, I'm giving my ally overshield as well. I didn't realize I only had one ally on this one. Okay. So there we go with that. This is the steel path. By the way, it's a survival because I know there are rumors saying that I like survival a lot. And I'd like to dispel any of those rumors. I don't like survival. I love survival missions. So, yeah. And I've been building a lot of my builds for the steel path. I have a whole playlist where I make different Warframes more powerful through various methods. Feel free to check out that playlist. Okay, an acolyte is coming. That will be interesting. I've never actually tested this build out against an acolyte, so yeah, that's a bit interesting. Okay, my teammate helped a bit with that, but that was interesting. I didn't expect it to go down how it went down, if I'm being perfectly honest, but it did. Okay, and then, oh, they knocked it down my shield so low. Now, I'll be honest, your first instinct is probably the same as mine. Whenever I made this build, I was like, oh man, I forgot to add survivability mods. How will I survive? Apparently I'll survive very well because apparently survival mods aren't as, needed as I thought they were for this. Because most of the time the enemies are just hitting themselves. We have that there. And yep, the stronger the enemy, the more they hit themselves. The stronger they hit themselves and their allies, I might add. And enemies that aren't in your bubble, you can kind of pull them in. So, yeah, that works out pretty well. Let's melee finish. I just did that for fun, honestly. So yeah, this is the build. I'm going to end it off here. Let me know what you guys think of the build in the comment section below. Do you think it's fun? Will you be trying it? Do you have a set build that you like better? Do you think a certain Susume ability might work a bit better? Let me know all that. Comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.